Welcome to Wavus on Wire. Today we're talking about a statement by Noor Jazlan Mohammed. He's a prominent figure in the United Malays National Organization, and his recent comments have certainly stirred things up.
Yes, they really have. Added a fresh perspective, maybe a complex one, to the ongoing discussions about the flag incidents.
And also about how things are working, or maybe how they should work, within the unity government itself.
Indeed. His statement really pushes us to look beyond the immediate, the controversy itself, and to think more about the bigger picture: political stability, inter-party relations.
Especially between the United Malays National Organization and the Democratic Action Party, right?
Yeah.
Given they're now partners.
Exactly. That relationship is central to the whole unity government structure.
Okay, let's try and unpack this. Noor Jazlan's main point, as I see it, is basically a call for maturity.
Political maturity.
He's saying, look, this flag controversy, it's sensitive, emotions are high, but it shouldn't be allowed to, well, mess up the working relationship.
Right. The core partnership between the United Malays National Organization and the Democratic Action Party needs to hold steady.
He doesn't want one issue, even a heated one, to derail the government's larger agenda. Stability seems key.
That's precisely his argument. And it's critical for any coalition, especially one this diverse. He sees that maturity as, well, non-negotiable for stability.
So allies need to handle these bumps with a mature attitude.
Yes, a discerning one to prevent, wider damage to the political landscape. It's not just about being polite. It's strategic patience, really. Collective responsibility is vital if you want to govern effectively together.
Okay, so he's pushing for this big picture view, keeping the government running smoothly. But then, and this is where it gets really interesting for me, he strongly defends Datuk Akmal.
Ah, yes, the United Malays National Organization Youth Chief.
Defends his right to speak out forcefully on the flag issue. He says Akmal feels he's doing the right thing.
And whether everyone agrees isn't the main point for Noor Jazlan, it seems.
Which introduces this tension, doesn't it? How do you call for unity, but also defend quite strong individual sentiments?
Well, that's the classic political balancing act, isn't it? You see it everywhere, but maybe it's amplified here. It's that constant push and pull between collective responsibility, everyone sticking to the script, and individual political identity.
Where politicians need to represent their base, their party's views.
Exactly. No, Jazlan seems to be suggesting there's room for both within a coalition. Strong individual stances can exist, provided, and this is the key, they don't wreck the overall stability.
Like a controlled release valve, maybe. Letting off some steam for the base.
That's a good way to put it. Allow some individual fire, but keep it contained so it doesn't burn the whole house down.
So what does this mean for how we understand political talk in Malaysia, then? Does it imply that even quite fiery opinions are okay as long as the government itself doesn't crack?
It suggests that managing discourse is incredibly challenging in this setup. It reflects the reality of this unity government. Different groups, ideologies, histories, all trying to govern together.
Formed out of necessity, not necessarily love.
Precisely. And sometimes, letting leaders voice strong opinions helps keep their grassroots support. Shows they haven't gone silent.
So it serves a purpose, even if it looks messy from the outside.
Potentially, yes. The trick is managing it, ensuring it doesn't escalate into open warfare between the parties.
Is there, like, an unspoken line, then? How far can you go?
It's rarely written down. It's more about implicit understanding, constant negotiation, political feel, knowing when you're pushing too hard.
A perpetual dance, as you say, between keeping your supporters happy and keeping the government stable.
That's it.
Now, something else that really caught my eye was Noor Jazlan drawing a parallel between Datuk Akmal and Kor Ming.
Ah, the Housing and Local Government Minister, also from the Democratic Action Party.
Yes. Noor Jazlan called them both outspoken political figures.
Yeah.
That's quite a pairing.
It is. It's insightful, maybe even strategic. He points out Kor Ming's past, saying he was also very vocal, especially when in opposition.
And that this outspokenness sometimes caused issues, particularly resentment among some Malay communities towards the Democratic Action Party.
That's what Noor Jazlan highlighted. The core idea isn't what they said, but the fact they were outspoken. The nature of it.
So he's saying it's a common political tactic, using strong language to rally your base, especially from opposition.
It seems that way. He might be trying to frame Akmal's actions within a broader pattern of political behavior, kind of normalizing it by comparison.
Okay, but here's the twist. He notes a key difference now.
Yes, this is crucial.
He says because Kor Ming is now a minister, part of the government.
Mm-hmm.
He and the Democratic Action Party should, according to Noor Jazlan, basically speak quiet on issues like this.
That's the distinction he makes, and it really gets to the heart of the matter.
It's not just about being outspoken, it's about when and from what position you do it.
Exactly. It raises that fundamental question about a politician's role. Does it change completely when you move from opposition benches to a ministerial chair?
Is there an unwritten rule, an expectation for a shift in how you communicate?
Well, when you're in opposition, you criticize, you challenge. Your job is often to rally dissent.
You don't have direct responsibility for outcomes in the same way.
Right. But as a minister, your words carry the weight of the government. They can be seen as policy or at least reflecting the government's view.
They have real-world impacts on stability, economy, harmony.
Much more directly than opposition statements often do. So the responsibility shifts.
So it makes you think, doesn't it, about the expectations, maybe even double standards. One minute you're praised for being a vocal, a champion. The next you're told to tone it down because you're in government. For you listening, what are your thoughts? Should ministers fundamentally change their style? Is it necessary for stability, or does it silence important voices?
It's a core question for coalition governments everywhere, really. On one side, ministers represent the whole government. Their words reflect collective policy. So some restraint, focusing on unity, seems essential for stability.
Especially in a diverse unity government like this one, pragmatism demands it.
You could argue that, yes. It shifts from just advocating for your group to leading collectively.
But the other side?
The other side is that people expect their leaders, even ministers, to stay true to their principles, to voice constituent concerns.
If they go quiet on issues they cared about before.
It can look like betrayal, like they've lost authenticity, been co-opted.
So finding that balance is the real challenge. How to be a responsible minister, but still represent your people and party faithfully.
It's that tightrope walk again. Too outspoken, you risk stability. Too quiet, you risk losing trust and support from your base.
A dilemma for every politician in power, especially in a coalition.
Absolutely.
So Noor Jazlan's comparison isn't just about Akmal and that Kor Ming as individuals.
No, it's about this broader issue, this tension that exists across the political spectrum when power dynamics shift.
It forces us to think about the strategy behind these public statements.
Ultimately, Noor Jazlan's comments really highlight the delicate balancing act needed in this unity government. You have internal differences, strong opinions from different parties, all needing navigation.
While trying to present a united front for stability.
Exactly. Especially with sensitive issues like the flag controversy. The challenge is managing public perception across different communities and keeping things smooth within the coalition itself.
Making sure individual passion doesn't accidentally undermine the government's overall goals.
His statement is really a reminder that seemingly small incidents can become big tests of a government's strength and its leaders' maturity.
That is definitely a lot to think about as we watch Malaysian politics continue to evolve. It gives us a unique angle on these statements and the complex intentions possibly behind them.
It shows that running a unity government isn't a one-off event. It's a continuous daily negotiation.
A constant juggling act between principles, pragmatism, and what the public thinks. Fascinating stuff. Remember to like and subscribe for more videos like this.